typical project. It takes about another year after that to complete between draft and final. There's no firm predicted endpoint of this process.
Dick, a quick follow-up?
Yeah, it just has to do with the water. The two things, I'm still not, I understand that you can begin your intent to scope any time, but as I understand it, Errol Montgomery, the consultant for Rosemont, gave you pretty much simply locations where they think they can monitor, and there hasn't as yet been anything that's submitted that allows you to do your analysis of the types of issues that were raised by Pima County, that potentially the water could be pumped out enormously just by the existence of pumping out a pit. So, one, will those documents be available to the public for review by the time you hold a hearing? The ones that Montgomery has sent in to the Forest Service, and will the Forest Service be able, by the time you have the hearing, to respond to them? Your hydrologist believes it's a formidable task, and he also believes that the issues that were identified for Pima County are the same ones you have to deal with.
And I certainly defer to my hydrologist to make that decision. It's unlikely that we will have all the information that we're expecting to get from the company in order to evaluate the water situation by the time we have public hearings. That should not be an issue, however, because many of those questions will need to be addressed when the draft document comes out.
What are the issues with SWCA and their ability to evaluate objectively?
From my perspective, we selected SWCA as our contractor because of their record of their efficiency in order to follow the process, their integrity in following the process, their ability to access other experts when we need other experts, and they have done good work for us. They were on the project that I worked with for the Tucson Electric Power Line project leading from Tucson to Nogales. They did a fine job. That's the reason I selected them.
But what are the issues concerning that you've mentioned in here about their objectivity?
Well, there's public perception that's been expressed about the objectivity of the decision to select SWCA. And I just wanted to have a formal review of that process so we understand how and why they were selected and have the public be able to understand that as well. And that's why we're going.
But why are people questioning their objectivity? What about the process are people questioning?
Well, again, the public has mentioned to me their concern about the objectivity of the process to select the company that will be doing this work. And I want to make sure that the process is a thorough one and that's transparent. So
have they been specific in their issues with SWCA? As to what issues they have with this company and the process for picking them?
I'm not aware of issues that they have with SWCA.
Okay.
Do you think that the concern that the Forest Service has not been neutral in this, do you think those concerns are founded?
This is a new process that I'm going through for the first time, and I want to make sure that the process is transparent and that it's open. I think the Forest Service is working hard to make sure that they can be objective, that they can bring public input into the process and do a thorough